that we are going to work with Moodle theme today and try to install it on our site. Okay. Let's see. All right. So this is how you have your website right now. This is the current state of your website as well. That is a plain Moodle installation without any plugins and without any theme, right?
Yeah.
Now, what you need to do is go to site administration. From here, go to appearance, because theme is related to appearance. Okay. Now there are 4 things to it: theme settings, theme selector, boost, and classic. Boost and classic are the 2 default themes that come with Moodle, that is pre-installed in Moodle. Okay. And then we have theme selector, which gives us an option to select which theme do you want. Now these are 2 installed themes, but which one do you want to actually have it on your site? Okay, whether you want boost or classic. These are the 2 available ones as of now, because we have not added any theme by ourselves. And theme settings are the settings that belong to the theme that you select for your site. Okay. Now, when you go to theme selector right now, what you will see is that here you have to select the device and then select the theme. Okay. Now, the point is that you can have different themes for different devices if you want. But it is advisable to have the same theme because most of the themes are responsive. Responsive means that it is going to adapt itself to the resolution of your device. Whether you are working on a desktop or a laptop or a tablet or a mobile device, it is going to adapt itself. That is the meaning of being responsive. Okay, because the screen size differs, and so it needs to change, it needs to adapt, the theme needs to adapt itself, otherwise it will be an overflow of content. Okay. So here is the boost theme that has been selected by default. This is the same for every Moodle installation as of now. All right. Now what we will do is we will go to the site moodle.org/plugins. Here you will see there are options available for the plugins and various other themes and options that are available to be installed on your site. Here it gives you a brief idea of how many plugins there are. 1,710 plugins are there.
Wow.
Okay, so you can choose which ones do you want for your site. How do you choose that is by going through the purpose. What is the purpose of having an extra plugin? Is it related to administration, assessment, collaboration, communication, content, or interface? Okay. Now I want it related to interface. Okay. Interface means the themes. So it is showing me the available options, that is the available themes that we have here. It is not only the themes, but majorly themes are covered under interface. It's the other way around. Okay, so Snap is a theme, it's a responsive design. Class Academy, all these are the various themes that are available. All right. We are going to install Adaptable. Okay. When you go to Adaptable, it is going to give you the options that are available with the theme. All right. Now, here you see these are the developers. This is maintained by 3 different developers. And here you can see the data. This has 22,000 downloads and it is active on 17,363 sites. Okay, so that means a lot of people are already using this theme. Now it says that it has been rewritten to use Boost as a parent theme. Boost was the default theme that came with the Moodle, and it is selected by default, so we don't have to worry about that. Now what we will do is, there are 2 ways of installing a plugin or a theme. One is to either log in to this site, moodle.org. You create an account on moodle.org, log into this site, and then you will get an option to install directly here. As you can see, there is only an option to download right now because I have not logged into my account. But if I log into my account, you will see there will be an option to install as well. I will show you. I have logged into my account, and now when I will go to the theme that I want, so you can see that there is an option to install now or to download. All right.
But
now,
there's no 3.9 there.
Yes, there is no 3.9. Now here is where you check the Moodle version. Okay, Moodle 3.8 or 3.9. But
ours is 9.
Yes, yours is 9, and I think everybody
is 9.
Yeah, everybody's used 9 because 9 is the latest version. But I believe it is going to work on 3.9 also. Okay, because I don't think you will face any problem in that. Now I will download and show you how to do it. Like if you do not have an account, even then how can you install it? So I've downloaded this. Go back to your site. Go to site administration, plugins, install plugins. Okay, here again you have 2 options. Either you can directly click and drag the site, the zip file here, okay, or else you can select it, choose a file, and then select it from the location wherever you have saved it. What this means is that this will again redirect you to the moodle.org plugin directory. Okay, so this was also the Moodle plugin directory. This will also take you to Moodle plugins directory. Same place from where you can then choose and install the plugin or the theme. Okay, I can show you. See, this is the same place it has redirected you to. Again, you can directly either write adaptable, that is what you're looking for. Search. And you have adaptable here. And the same thing happens here as well. Either you can install it directly or you can download and use it. So I'm going to use it the other way, that is to download and then upload it on the site. Okay, so this is like when you go to site administration, click on plugins, install plugins, you are redirected to this page. From here, then go to choose a file, upload a file. This is like you go to upload a file, then choose file. Okay. Theme, open. Okay. Upload this file. This has been uploaded here. Install plugin from the zip. It is not very difficult actually. It's just that you have to upload it. Then just click on continue. Again, click on continue. This is, being checked at the back end if the server meets all the requirements. Okay. Now they have seen that the server meets the requirements. Now they are going to install the files related to this theme in the database. So upgrade Moodle database now. Success, continue. Okay, now it has been installed. So it's asking you for settings. Here are some common settings for your theme. For example, what is going to be the main color? Okay, this is the default color that the theme has chosen. Similarly, you have the background color, main region. There are a lot of settings, that you can either go through them or leave them to default if you want. Okay, you can select the font. Why they give you so many settings is because sometimes you want to customize it according to your needs. For example, you would not want Open Sans, you would want some other font if you are too particular about it. So you can choose that from this drop down and then select for yourself. And then the font size, font weight, all of this can be customized if you want. So there is a different font for the headers, the font weight, font color, and various other settings. So you can just, go through them. These are all related to colors. And then there is set padding for login button. What is padding and spacing? There are two things. Set top margin. Margin is spacing, and padding. What padding does is that suppose you have this box in a table. Okay. The space between the boundary of the box and the content, that is called padding. All right. This is the internal space between the internal boundary of the box. This box might not have a border, or it can have a border. Okay. But the space between the boundary of the box and the content inside it is called padding. What is margin? Margin is the space between two different elements. Suppose this is a box and this is a text. Okay. So there is some space between them. That space is called margin. All right. So that is the difference between padding and margin. Keep this in mind, because when you will work with WordPress or with even with Moodle or anywhere, especially in WordPress, this is going to be very helpful when you will set up your themes and stuff. So the difference between padding and margin is this. Margin or spacing is the same. Now, new setting header. If you want to set up a header image, you can upload it here. Logo. You can add the logo here. And the site title. And you can check out all of these settings one by one. There are a lot of settings to go through. Okay.
Is there a preview if you edit some setting?
No, if you edit some settings, you can save them and see. If you want to change them later on, you can go back and change them in theme settings.
Okay.
Okay, save changes.
And say you have 2 different courses. Are you going to use the same theme for each one, the same color
Yes.
and everything?
Yes.
Good question.
Theme is for the website. Theme is not related to your courses. Theme is for the website. Okay. You have 1 course, you have 10 courses, you have 0 courses, immaterial. Theme is related to the website.
Okay.
New settings. So if you want to have the navigation bar, help link, and others, these are here. I will leave that to blank. And they also give you analytics. So you can add Google Analytics ID here. What that means is, okay. So what that means is that analytics is basically used for SEO, that is search engine optimization, when you register your website with Google. So this was asking for Google Analytics ID. If you want to link it to Google, but right now I don't think you want to, because your website is still under construction. Let it remain like this for a while. And once you are through with it, like you've uploaded your courses and all, then you can carry on with the analytics as well. Now we have installed that, okay? But we'll go to site administration. So I also have 3.9 as I just checked. And we will go to appearance.
So even though you have 3.9, you chose 3.8
Yes.
when you...
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it generally works. You know, these plugins are like, if it is 1 version old, but this has been updated and upgraded continuously for so many years. So it is very unlikely that it will not be upgraded in future. Okay.
Yeah.
So is the theme by default that we have. Change theme and use adaptable. And you can see the difference that everything has changed in the layout. Okay, because of the theme.
Nice.
So the blocks are only on the right? You don't have any blocks on the left?
No, this has blocks only on the right. This theme has only 2 columns. One is the main
just
column.
Like we did in the course.
Sorry?
Just like we did in the course.
Yes, exactly. So I have adaptable only on my site. And this theme offers either you can have no blocks at all, or you can have 2 column, that is one main area and one is for the blocks. And continue. and this has been set up. So now go back to site administration. All right. And I will go to home. This is how it looks now. Okay. And my courses, there are no enrollments found. So there are no courses. There are no courses on the site as well. So basically, this is how you install the theme. Okay. Similarly, when you want to install a plugin, what will you do is you will go to, now from here on the right side, you will see site administration. Go to plugins here, install plugin, and the same place appears. What I prefer is that to download and keep that safe with you, whatever you are installing on your website. Okay. Now, for example, I will go back to plugins.
Why download and keep?
Download and keep it with you, because tomorrow, if you would accidentally, if you would, accidentally delete something, or some part of your website is not working and you want to redo it from scratch, what will you do is you would want the same plugins and the same Moodle with you, right? And it also keeps a backup with you of all the plugins that you have already used. So here, for example, I want the grid format. Search. Here is the grid format. And so now I will just download. Go back, choose a file, upload a file, choose file. Here is the grid format, open, upload this file, install plugin, continue, upgrade Moodle database now, continue. So you can set up the grid format settings here. So every plugin will have its own settings. Okay, just like we had for the theme. Similarly, for plugins also, you will have certain settings. So course display format, show all sections on one page. That's fine. And I prefer to leave most of the things to default. Save changes. Remember to always save changes. Scroll down to the bottom of the page every time you install something or you do something. Always scroll down and check if there is a button to continue or to save changes. Okay. So that is about it. Right now I have done this much. So it was simple that you go to moodle.org, choose the plugin or the theme that you want, download, go to your site. If it is a theme or a plugin, go to site administration. From site administration, then you select plugins, install plugin. From install plugin, then you see that box that appears. choose file, choose the file that you have downloaded, upload the file, install the plugin from the file, and continue, and it's done. It's very simple. So, all right, now just install the theme and plugins. If you want, you can
Okay.
install any of the themes, as I said, any of the plugins that you want. Just experiment with it, play around with it. Right now, your website is absolutely, neat and clean. So it will not affect any of your courses per se. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can just experiment with whatever you want and try and see. If you come across any error in between, any other issue, just let me know and we'll fix up a meeting for that.
Okay.
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 Thank you. So we're going to have the group session again on Thursday.
Yes, we will. We'll
Okay.
check up on the status of your theme and plugin.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Harshita.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Harshita.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care also.
Mhm.